How's it going, guys? My name's Neil Beale, back again with more Hitman, just with a bit of a cold this time. But I couldn't wait to release this video. I couldn't wait to show you this. I found 8 more glitches from, this time, Marrakesh. Some of them are kind of similar, but I hope that most of the glitches I found are, different enough to warrant having a new video about it. So, there are some recurring glitches from Sapiens which I've tried not to include in this video. I think one of them is a recurring glitch, but it was worth repeating again. But let's move on to the first glitch that I actually found, just randomly. I didn't have to go looking for this one. And this is one that you can't really find yourself. It just has to happen to you. So if you saw my video tutorial on how to use the turrets to take out both targets, you'll see that this guy walks in wearing a nice yellow shirt, a nice little backpack, obviously a tourist with a camera around his neck. I was a bit taken aback at first. I didn't really know what he was doing until I saw him reach to his left shoulder and talk to someone on a walkie-talkie that obviously isn't there.
Good show, 47.
Now, people have told me this is like an undercover NPC, an undercover guard, but I don't think that's true because there is no walkie-talkie on his shoulder, and he doesn't have, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. I just think it's a glitch. Okay, next glitch I'm going to call just stupid guards. So, those guards are guarding a place which I can't get to. So you see what happens now? I try to walk past, they become a little alerted, and I'm not allowed through. But watch what happens when I take the outfit, this guy's outfit. So I'll wait for him to finish his conversation, follow him in, take his outfit. And now you'll notice that if you try to walk past the guards, they will become alerted, but they won't look at you. They'll go into the room you just were. So the computer still knows I'm trespassing, but they don't actually know where I am. So he's now been drawn into that room, and he knows I'm still not cooperating. So then he goes hostile, pulls his gun out, and that's it. But it's still it can be exploited, this glitch, if you're trying to get past these guards and you're not bothered about a silent assassin or suit only or anything like that. It can be exploited, and yeah, it was just something kind of weird that I spotted. And also, this isn't really a glitch or a bug, but this is just kind of bad guard placement from the developers, I guess. So you'll notice, now I'm trespassing. I was fine in that area I just was. There you go, see, I'm not trespassing now. So I'm fine in this area, but if I walk past this guard, past the stairs, now I'm trespassing. And I think that's kind of just a bad guard placement, in my opinion. Similar to the last, but they could have changed that guard's location a bit to make it a bit more difficult, but now it's really easy to get past him. Okay, disappearing gun, so watch this. I've got a gun in my hand. I tried to pick up that gun, and it just disappeared. The ammo didn't increase or anything like that, and it only works if you have the same gun in your hand or in your inventory. So I'll try it again. I take out this guard. His gun falls down the stairs. Watch what happens. The gun just disappears. Now this is actually really helpful if you're trying to clean up evidence. And yeah, that was just a funny one. It doesn't actually fall through the floor, it just disappears altogether. Okay, now this one is a funny one, and I've managed to... This works every single time for me, so throw something at his head. I like to throw these audio distraction devices because they're pretty bad. I think that was actually a remote charge. Yeah, remote explosive, but still it works. And you can see that he runs away and then he goes into this like cross T position. You can see him there. But I just took out that guard because I wanted to get a closer look, and I noticed he became suspicious of me then. So now the prisoner, who is a prisoner, he goes and tells the guard that I'm acting silly. So let's try it again. This time he runs outside for some reason. It's kind of random where he runs to. And he gets into his T position. And then once the situation dies down, he goes back to normal, but you can still make him suspicious for some reason. And I'm not sure how he can see. I'm not sure if there are eye holes in that mask. But no, he's now suspicious. He didn't do anything. I stood there for a while, he didn't do anything. So let's try one more time. throw something at his head. Explosives. Into his corner again. Into his T position. And I wanted to get a closer look, but this time I didn't want to make him suspicious. Or I didn't want to kind of aggravate him. So this is just, you know, it's kind of weird. And then he starts to spot me and starts to think that I'm doing something weird.
What's up with you, big guy?
Which is kind of strange. So I thought, well, let me just exit out this room and I'm going to watch what he does.
And don't come back.
And look, he just goes back to being a prisoner. He just goes back in his little spot. Just like nothing ever happened. Intersects with a chair casually. Yeah, that's it. Really weird. Now he's just a normal prisoner again. A minute ago he was working for the guys, telling them what I'm doing, and now he's a prisoner. Okay, now this is in the same area, but it's not exactly related. So I was just experimenting with this guy through an audio device. It didn't hit his head. I think I did kill the guard that was in here. So there's now no guards in here, it's just me and the prisoner. But there's something wrong with this audio distraction device because it ended up distracting someone very far away. You'll see in a minute. So I'll just take this guy out because, you know, why not? Drag him in the wardrobe, the closet. And now I'm going to sit down. And you'll notice this guy comes in because he heard the audio distraction device. I didn't activate it, I just threw it on the floor and picked it back up. And now for some reason this guy is continually distracted. And this can mess up your run because you obviously don't expect this guard to come running in. But you've got to wait for him to exit and then you can kill Zaydan. He came in, he ended up running in 3 times I think. Actually is still, I can see him on the map just then, he was still distracted, which is kind of weird. Okay, number 4 or number 5, I can't remember which number this is. This is fall damage again. I've seen a few glitches with this. Even if you shoot this lady and she falls off the roof, she will not die. But if you place a little breach under her feet, knock her off. Let's go and see what happens. I think you can probably guess what happens, especially if you saw my last video, 7 glitches in Sapienza, you'll know what happens. They just don't die. They're knocked out for a bit until someone comes along. And then they revive her. And yeah, everything's fine. Alright, this is another weird one. This happens a few times. I've seen this happen, but you can't make this happen. It just has to be like that. Look at the shisha pipe. I'm not sure exactly what made it do that, but it's kind of having a shisha pipe rave, let's say. And yeah, there's nothing you can do to stop it. And that guy obviously doesn't care. Cool, okay. This one's a funny one. So you can purposefully make people intersect with chairs that they're sitting on. If you just shoot them in the knee or shoot them in the leg, it attaches them to the chair. So this guy's clearly trying to run away. Poor guy, he can't get out his chair. And then automatically after a few seconds, I think the system, the computer knows he's struggling, and he kind of forces him out. This one wasn't so good. He came out pretty quickly, but it's so easy to do. It's actually super fun. Some of the positions they end up in, it's just the best. Like this next one, I found a woman and a man sitting at a table, and this woman really freaks out. She looks kind of like Mila Kunis. Look, her eyes are rolled back. She's like shocked. Her hands in front of her head, and then eventually she gets pulled out. But this is, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but it's pretty fun. So they were all the glitches I found. There are some recurring ones, like I said. For example, there is the fall through the floor gun glitch, where if you drop a gun by accident it falls through the floor. Not exactly the same as the one I found in this one. There are also glitches where NPCs see through walls. I've heard. I haven't had that one happen to me actually. And also it does seem that they've patched the bug where if you strangle someone, or well, try to kind of subdue someone non-lethally, I remember in Sapienza if you were too close to a wall it would kill them for some reason. But I haven't had that happen to me, and I've not heard any complaints about that in this episode, so it seems that they've patched that one up. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm hopefully going to be bringing out more Hitman. I want to try and do some speed runs, and I'm definitely going to be posting some clips and some whatever I feel of the summer bonus episode that comes out. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And well, that's it guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.